Hello, my friend. I'm Dr. Robert. I'm now in my 60s, and after more than 30 years working with patients who struggle with high blood pressure here in the United States, I've learned one important truth. Mornings are the most fragile moment of the day. They look peaceful, like the quiet right after sunrise. But inside the body, there's a lot happening that we don't notice. Today, I want to sit with you, like an old friend, and talk about the morning mistakes many people make. Mistakes that sometimes cost us more than we realize. Have you ever woken up feeling a little dizzy, heavy-headed, or your vision goes blurry for a second? If you have, then today's conversation is truly meant for you. 1. Never stop your blood pressure medication on your own. I want you to picture this. A suspension bridge held up by strong cables. If you remove one cable, the bridge stays up. Remove another, and eventually it collapses without warning. Blood pressure medication works the same way. It keeps your system steady. I've seen so many good, strong people tell me, "Doctor, my blood pressure looks great today. I feel fine. I think I can skip my medication." But just a few days of skipping, and suddenly their morning blood pressure shoots up. Some realize it in time, some don't. Every morning, your body naturally produces hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, that raise your blood pressure. Add skip medication on top of that, and you can imagine the consequences. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying it because I care, because I've seen too much. So ask yourself, have I really protected my body today? 2. Intense exercise immediately after waking up. I always encourage my patients to stay active. Walking, biking, swimming, all wonderful gifts for the heart. But one of my patients, Mark, age 58, hadn't run in decades. After retiring, he wanted to get serious about exercise. On his first day, he woke up and started running immediately. By the second lap around the park, he got dizzy and nearly fell. I asked him, "Mark, did you check your blood pressure before running this morning?" He laughed, "No, doc. I figured I didn't need to." That's the problem. Blood pressure is naturally higher in the morning. If you push too hard before your body's ready, your heart works twice as much. If you've ever felt short of breath or noticed your heart racing unusually fast during a morning workout, that's your body speaking. And the body always warns us, if we're willing to listen. 3. Too much coffee or energy drinks. I get it. Many of us love our morning coffee. I do too. That smell can wake the soul. But for people with high blood pressure, morning is when caffeine hits the hardest. One small cup is usually fine. But 3, 4, or an energy drink, that's a different story. One of my patients, 64 years old, once said, "Doctor, I don't drink much coffee, just one can of iced coffee from the store." We looked at the label. It had twice the caffeine of a regular brew. Your blood pressure is already at its morning peak. Adding caffeine is like throwing wood into a fire that's already burning strong. If you love coffee, slow down a little, or try chamomile, fennel tea, or barley tea. Gentle but comforting. 4. Not drinking water after waking up. Think about the last time you watered a dry plant. Our bodies are no different. After 7 to 9 hours of sleep, you lose a lot of fluid. Your blood becomes thicker, your vessels tighten, and your blood pressure rises. One of my older patients used to wake up with headaches every morning. Her blood pressure was always high. And the reason? She didn't drink water until nearly noon. Just 2 warm glasses of water in the morning helped her feel much better within a few weeks. Try it tomorrow. Drink slowly, 1 or 2 glasses, so your body wakes up gently. 5. Measuring blood pressure incorrectly. Have you ever checked your blood pressure at home, gotten a scary number, then checked somewhere else and it was normal? It happens more often than you think. Some people measure right after climbing stairs, or while talking on the phone, or they hold their arm too low or too high. I've seen so many patients panic simply because they measured incorrectly. I always tell them, we can't control what we don't measure correctly. In the morning before checking, just sit for 5 minutes, relax your shoulders, keep your arm at heart level, don't talk, don't cross your legs. Just these simple steps can improve your health more than you realize. 6. A salty breakfast. The silent morning enemy. Let me tell you about Linda, age 70. She exercised, took her medications, did everything right, but her morning blood pressure stayed high. We reviewed her breakfast. Every morning she ate white cheese with a sandwich. She thought it was healthy, but the brand she bought had almost as much salt as a bag of potato chips. She laughed. "Oh my goodness, doctor! I thought this was the healthy one." Many harmless breakfast foods are loaded with salt. Cold cuts, bacon, packaged bread, fried foods. You won't feel it immediately, but the salt enters your bloodstream and silently raises your blood pressure for hours. If you ever feel tired or heavy-headed after breakfast, the real culprit might be sitting right on your plate. 7. Smoking right after waking up. A double hit to your blood vessels. I know some habits have been with us for decades. Many of my patients tell me, "Doctor, I know smoking isn't good, but without a morning cigarette, something just feels missing." I understand. Some habits are tied to memories, to youth, to routine. But I have to say this with complete honesty. The morning is the most dangerous time to smoke. When you wake up, your blood vessels are already tightening naturally. Adding nicotine, something that causes even more constriction, is like forcing shut a door that's already stuck. One of my patients, Charles, age 67, asked me once, "Doctor, why do I always feel a little chest pain every morning?" It goes away after a bit. After running tests, we discovered the cause. His morning cigarette was putting sudden pressure on his heart. Have you ever felt chest tightness in the morning? If so, try skipping that first cigarette for just 7 days. You'll be surprised by the difference. 8. Ignoring warning signs. Older adults are incredibly strong. Many tell me, "Doctor, everyone has a little headache at my age. Just a bit dizzy, probably didn't sleep well." But sometimes those small symptoms are the body's way of saying, "Hey, something isn't right. Pay attention to me." One of my patients, Rose, 72, had blurry vision for 3 mornings in a row. She brushed it off as fatigue. On the 4th day, her daughter rushed her to the ER. Her morning blood pressure was 190. Thankfully, she made it in time. But not everyone is that lucky. If you ever feel a heavy head in the morning, stiff neck, blurry vision, a racing heartbeat, don't ignore it. Sometimes a simple blood pressure check can prevent a crisis. 9. Getting out of bed too quickly. Think back to the last time you jumped out of bed in a rush. Did the room spin for a moment? That's not normal. That's your body saying, "I haven't sent enough blood to your brain yet." When we're young, the body adjusts instantly. After 50, that adjustment slows down. It's not dangerous if it happens once in a while, but if it happens every morning, it's something to pay attention to. I always tell my patients, open your eyes, wait 30 seconds, sit up slowly, place your feet on the floor, take a deep breath, then stand up. It only takes a minute, but it gives your blood pressure and heart rate time to adjust safely. Think of your body like a classic car. It's strong, reliable, but it needs a gentle warm-up. 10. Eating breakfast too late or skipping it. Your body needs fuel, especially in the morning. When you skip breakfast, your body releases stress hormones, especially cortisol, to keep you going. And cortisol is one of the strongest triggers for high blood pressure. I had a patient, Henry, 71. For 20 years, he never ate breakfast. Just not hungry, he said. But every morning, his blood pressure readings were unusually high. We encouraged him to start small, a bowl of oatmeal, a banana, maybe a slice of whole grain toast. 2 months later, his morning numbers were noticeably better. You don't need a big meal, just enough for your body to know, everything's okay, no need to stress. 11. Not checking blood pressure consistently. Many older Americans check their blood pressure often, but only when they feel like it. A patient once told me, "Doctor, I measure it every day, except on the days I'm feeling good." We laughed, but it's more common than you'd think. Morning blood pressure changes more than most people realize. If you only measure it randomly, you'll never see the full picture. A consistent schedule every morning after resting a few minutes is like keeping a health journal. And that journal might one day save your life. 12. Not getting enough sleep. Many people think high blood pressure comes from food, exercise, or medication, but sleep affects it more than most realize. Your body needs deep sleep for your blood vessels to relax, your heart to rest, and your hormones to stay balanced. When your sleep is broken, stress, worry, waking up multiple times, your nervous system works overtime, and the next morning your blood pressure often spikes. I had a patient who asked, "Doctor, why do I wake up with a heavy head every day?" We checked her sleep. She was only getting 4 to 5 hours a night. Once she increased it to 7, everything improved. Sleep isn't a waste of time. It's nature's free medicine. Treasure it. And in the end, our health doesn't come from big heroic actions. It comes from the small choices we make each morning. A slower breath, a warm glass of water, a minute to listen to your body. Start with those little things and your whole day, your whole life begins to feel different. I always tell my patients, morning isn't just the start of a day, it's a chance to start over. If you're hearing this today, consider it a gentle reminder from an old doctor who cares about you. You deserve a healthy body, a calm mind, and many more years ahead. Thank you for spending this time with me. Wishing you a peaceful morning and a strong, steady heart. See you in the next video.